It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're still tuned into your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, here on SABC3. Now, South African music legend PJ Powers has a musical career that spans more than 3 decades. And of the numerous awards and accolades that she has received over the years, being awarded a South African Living Legend Award is one she holds most dear. And she recently celebrated her birthday, and we thought it very necessary to give her a call to celebrate her outstanding contribution to South African music, and of course to catch up ahead of Nelson Mandela International Day. Mama PJ Powers, how are you this morning? Happy birthday!
Woohoo! Thank you so much. Yes, my birthday yesterday. That's tomorrow. I'm in good company.
Oh, you certainly are. How did you celebrate your birthday?
I did a social distance picnic with 5 friends. I'm lucky enough to have been able to have a social distance picnic. That's how I see it.
Oh,
yeah,
stunning.
absolutely. Now, you also recently teamed up with the Tygerberg Children's Choir to perform a powerful rendition of World in Union in dedication to all of the essential workers that we cannot be grateful enough for what they do for us.
Absolutely.
How did it come about?
And it came about by the Cape Town Arts Festival. So it's one of the biggest festivals for the mother city. So instead of it being completely disappointing, we decided that we would, and it was a lot of work, and the editing team and the whole team that put that together. It was amazing. It really was. They did a fabulous job.
And when you listen to the choir, I'm just going to ask this because there's something about having a choir of children in harmony singing behind you. And of course, as I said, singing one of the most loved and celebrated songs of all time in South Africa.
I don't think there's anything better than children's voices, especially chorally. It's like having a whole lot of little angels standing around you and singing. It's a beautiful sound, and it's a wonderful thing to do.
Sure.
You know, if there's one thing we know about your music is that it does continue to represent and cross barriers of age, of race and religion. This is very much like the personality and really the energy of the late Nelson Mandela. How are you spending your 67 minutes on Mandela Day?
My 67 minutes on Mandela Day, I'll probably sit, and now everybody's going to laugh at the thought of me sitting and crocheting or knitting, because I am a patron of 67 blankets for Nelson Mandela, and because we can't go out there and rush and do things, I think that I could contribute when I feel the cold in Johannesburg today. I think that the more we can contribute to 67 blankets, it's an amazing organization. The stuff goes to the right place at the right time. It's just fantastic.
Now let's talk about the demands that come with being a musician. Of course, it requires a lot of you and leaves you oftentimes with less time to take on anything else. But during this time of lockdown, where there has been considerably more time to do other things, have you picked up any new skills?
Patience. That's my biggest accolades from. I think that what I've done is try to hone. I've been doing a lot of writing. My guitar is my best friend because I'm alone, and I live alone, and I'm alone over lockdowns. Lots of actually physically writing, getting some blogs ready that I'm going to be putting out on my Facebook page. It's been an amazing time to recalibrate, not reinvent. I think that's a little trite, this whole reinvent. It's time to reinvent yourself. I don't think that's right. I've been recalibrating because it's difficult to reinvent yourself when you don't really know what the future is going to be. But to just exhale and have the time to recalibrate is a strange, eerie, unwelcome gift, actually.
Wow.
We know that the lockdown period has been a very difficult time for many artists. What's your message to, I suppose, the younger artists out there who come behind you and who look up to you around this recalibration process, as it were?
For young artists, and I must tell you, for artists across the board, across the globe, what is happening to us is a scary thing. Not just, I think people have concentrated on the financial implications of lockdown towards artists. But I want to highlight the most important thing, which is that the other day, well, no, it wasn't the other day, about 2 months into this lockdown, what I realized was that I felt as if somebody had come with a large scoop and gone in and kind of taken out the middle of my soul. Because what I realize is, whilst I love singing, and it is my passion and it is my living, more than anything, what I know now is that I need to sing. And artists need to do their craft. And if you're an artist with a canvas in front of you, then you're used to a solitary type of creation of art. But when we as artists are used to that communication between us and the audience, it's frightening not to have that. And no amount of streamed shows and no amount of all of that kind of thing. If you're an artist like me who loves to be on stage and loves, the audience is my fuel. And it's that I find is very terrifying. So yet to young artists, you know, the only thing we can do right now is hang on, look towards the future, if this makes any sense, and at the same day, we have to live one day at a time. All of us have to. You know, I've got today covered.
Thank you very much for all that you do. We know that your love and your positive commitment to making the world a better place continues to show in everything that you do, whether it is as an award-winning performer or as an internationally acclaimed songwriter, musician, a published author and motivational speaker, a philanthropist, and even a friend of ours on the show. We really appreciate you so much. Thank you, PJ Powers.
You're most importantly a friend of Expresso's. You guys, yes. I love being on your show.
Yes.
I love it.
I love it, man.
Wow.
That was PJ Powers with all of the feel-good and the inspiration this morning. Stay tuned as our Friday dance is coming up a bit later on, and it'll be a PJ Powers-inspired Friday dance. This, of course, ahead of Nelson Mandela International Day. You are going to want to move your furniture and get on your dancing feet, I suppose, put on your dancing shoes, right?
Absolutely.